Hey guys, welcome back. We have Jiu-Jitsu rolling analysis for you again, episode 20. Today we have Flynn. This is actually his gold medal match, or finals match. I need to get his first match still from Shanice. Shanice, we gotta touch base and get those videos. There's two matches that I'm missing. I forget. Flynn's first match and one other ones. But let's cover it nonetheless. This is like I said, the finals match. Flynn is here in the white gi. If you happen to like the video and you like the content we've been putting out on the channel, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, ring that notification bell to see when the videos come out, which they do every morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Saturday. And also, if you'd like me to review one of your rolling videos, just reach out to me here in the comments or DM me on Instagram at Coletti Nick. I try to put it into this description when I remember. I need to be better about that, but enough talking. Let's get into it. Flynn is a very good wrestler. So a lot of what he employs, he's got great jiu-jitsu too, but he employs a lot of pressure and kind of just makes opponents wilt, and we'll see how that progresses through this match, right? So I'm not going to sit here and claim to know to talk about better wrestling for him. It seems like this guy's actually a decent wrestler himself, but Flynn gets in here on the low single. Not the best view, but looking to drive him through, get him over, get a hold. Yeah, so right there, he's getting a hold in front of the knee. Collect both. I would see at least. So I am going to comment on one thing. I don't have much to comment on the wrestling because Flynn's wrestling is just way higher than me. But I do want to just compliment you on the fact that you're not immediately going to referee's position, because that would make you very susceptible to chokes. So the fact that you're down on your elbows, your hands are up protecting your neck, you're still trying to fight, but you're aware that like chokes are possible. So a positive shift into jiu-jitsu here, with submissions being a possibility. This guy's trying to dump him over. Flynn will not be pinned. So I'm not even too worried about that. He holds on to the leg again. Hopefully we can get in frame now. So, I mean, this is just good old, like, driving him through. I think this guy's... Yeah, this is like super weird. For some reason, they have to... I don't know why they have to speak in Portuguese or something, and he's yelling at them para para para, which these guys both obviously don't speak Portuguese. I don't know, it's a really odd rule. The guy speaks English. You could just say stop. I don't know any other sport that's like that, where you have to speak like a language and then you're supposed to like know the language before you compete. Odd. I don't know. Guy's a good ref. Just a weird, I don't know if that's like a rule thing. Another rule that I don't know. All right, anyway, back to the match. Snap down. Oh, gets around to the back. Tries to pull him down. Nice. Beautiful. Get your 4. Yeah, nice. Now, when you take the back, okay, he's doing nothing to protect his neck right now. Let's see. So you take his back at... So, like, I would start considering his back taken right here. You start taking his back. You have double unders at 218, and he doesn't start protecting his neck until 220. That sounds like a small amount of time, but if you think about many different kinds of sports, 2 seconds is a long time. Your hands should be flying up to his neck. If he's using both hands to try to rip the hooks off, I don't care if it's gi. I would just slap on a rear naked choke. Like I wouldn't even mess around. I wouldn't even fumble around with the gi. I would just immediately throw the arm up, wrench it around his neck, and just, good fight. But and it looked like when I paused it, he was getting out. The other thing you want to be doing is when you control someone's back, you want to be controlling their escape, right? When they're technically not, when they technically don't have their back taken anymore, is when they're able to disconnect their back from your chest. And the way they can do that, there's a bunch of different ways, but the way this guy does it, and what we'll talk about today, is he spins on you. And so that's where he's spinning either at the hips, at the shoulders, both, one or the other, but just creating a disconnect between his back and your chest. And then he uses that to continue progressing the escape. To alleviate that, what you can do is you can bracket both his hips and his shoulders, and what you're doing, that's why the hooks are in, that's why we have double unders or a seatbelt, and you're looking to pinch everything. So you're pinching your knees in, right? You pinch your knees in, just boom, this way, boom, this way. That's kind of like up, but in, like towards each other. So that bracket's on his hip. And then you're looking to squeeze your elbows together, preferably with a seatbelt, with a high, you get the seatbelt high up on their neck. So it almost feels like you're choking them. It's not a choke, but it's just real high. Ideally, you have double unders. So that's very controlling too. If you just grab both lapels and hold him there. Again, assuming that he's defending chokes. Again, if he's not defending chokes, those arms are coming out and you're hunting for the choke. So he's able to turn into you. Get up to mount, get up to mount. So that's also something like when a guy escapes by spinning, you have to be ready to get to mount, okay? So he's actually, I know in the gym we train a lot like how to avoid that from happening. And I think you gave him a little too much respect here. He's not doing the right thing. What he needs to do is he needs to put his weight on your leg. And I guess he does that for like half a second. But even still, right here, you swing this leg back underneath him. He's weightless right now, right? You just swing your leg back and then drive your weight up and you get mount. And you're holding his arm, so you can use that for momentum to pull yourself up. Boom, and you're up. Yeah, see, like if you take this leg out earlier, like he's not being disciplined and driving back and staying over his leg. So if you take this leg out right now, right, you just swing it out underneath this big gap right here, you're out. Let's see again. Let's look at the time here. So he starts his escape at 2:24. You're probably like, I could still keep back, but now his back is disconnected from your chest. So you're gonna have to do some big movements here. You can like reach over and try to pull him, but let's just deal with what's happening in front of us. So at 2:24, he initiates the spin, which is at the time that you could start going for the mount. You're like, okay, you know what? I'm losing back. His back is disconnected from my chest. It's time to go. So from 2:24, he has no control of your leg. And then at 2:26, again, that 2-second mark, which is a long time. So for 2 seconds, your leg is free before his weight's on it. So in that 2 seconds, you just spin it underneath, and then it's free to get up to mount. But you get back to guard, close your guard. If you're not going to, okay. Ooh, tricky. Okay, so he steps up. Oh, he turns. You pull him. You pull through. Do you dump him? Yeah. Good. Nice. Yeah. See? Look at all that butterfly training. You guys train with me all the time. Pass butterfly, no problem. Ah, man, I forgot to make myself smaller. There we go. This guy, he's getting tired. Up. Drive him down. Should be 2 points. Why do you not get 2 points? What? I don't. You are. Okay, you're playing guard. You turn him over. You're in turtle, which is a guard. You put him on his back, which is now a sweep. You don't have control yet, so I don't blame him for not giving you. Now he's clearly established butterfly guard, so you should have gotten points there. Okay, so now he's out of guard again. His knees are on the floor. He stands up, almost stands up, gets into hybrid base, and you sweep him again. Okay, do you get passing points? Okay. He just gave him to the wrong person. Yeah, okay. All right. When I was competing a long time ago, I lost a match where I scored all of the points in the match. Nobody at the scorecard, nobody noticed that the referee gave me 2 points for a sweep and then gave the other person 2 points for my second sweep that happened at some point. And I had 2 advantages, so I should have won the match I should have won the match 4-0, but the other person won 2-2, and they got my 2 advantages. And like, I was very confused. I was competing, so I was just like, all right, whatever. But yeah, fun times. Anyway, back to the match. So this is a little risky, to be honest. Your back is exposed. So I would look, when you go to pass him over like this, I would look to get this hand on an underhook, but you get it over his head, you drive his arm up hard, so that's forcing him to turn his knees the other way, all right? Which is fine. So here, the fact that his knees are still facing you, I'd be a little concerned. Do you get him into full scarf hold here? Okay, so yeah, you should be okay now. This isn't a tournament where you're up 7-0. There's points involved. You can take your time now. Like, just sit here, because every second that's ticking, I don't want to comment on necessarily what I can't really see. Okay, this would be a little better. So, you're going for head and arm? Okay, so you need to clear. So when you do that, you need to clear the elbow. So you get the elbow over. So you could do that. Yeah, so your head's over. So head to the mat right now. Yeah, you're not really around his neck either. But you're exhausting the guy for sure. Yeah, just keep up the pace. So like every second that's ticking by, he's like, I need to get out and start providing some offense. So you just keep the pressure up. Oh my God. I think I'm filming. Sorry. Beautiful. Nice. You guys aren't getting butterfly swept ever in a competition. That's for sure. I think I don't want to put the audio on, but I think I'm telling you right now, keep up the pressure. He's tired. And he clearly is. I know you are too. Flynn is, not to comment on age here, but Flynn is the age bracket above all these guys. They had a combined bracket, so he's even older than all these guys. Flynn's not pulling guard. I'll tell you that right now. But this guy doesn't either. You know, this guy tries to stand and wrestle. I think, he's like from the wrestling academy. I don't know the name of the gym, but he definitely was like, I don't know what his past experience is, but I can tell you Flynn's a damn good wrestler. So the fact that he's even just able to stand with him, just pointing this out for everybody else and all the other videos. Eddie did this 2 videos ago in episode 18, but notice how Flynn's head's right in that pocket. Okay, that's where Flynn wants him to be. He's going to control the stand-up exchanges now because he's able to push and pull so easily. He's got a overhook on the other arm, and his head's right in the pocket. And he's going to guide him where he wants him to go. Drive, yeah, and just pulls him to the floor. And that's the other thing too, guys, is, you know, just like sweeps, takedowns aren't going to always be super clean. Like, you have to just keep going through them. a lot of takedowns involve just like initially tying someone up. Like they're not going to fall immediately. They're going to try to stand their ground. And then you need to drive. You need to keep going forward. So Flynn engages this takedown all the way over here, right? Overweight on this side. And he doesn't finish the takedown until we get all the way over here. It's not like a huge amount of distance, but Flynn understands that it's going to take a little bit to take somebody down. He's not just going to fall over. Okay. So he initiates the takedown. He gets the grips that he wants, right? So he goes, look, he goes to I'm terrible with names. I'm sorry, but he goes for the kind of like the leg sweep here. Okay. The inside leg sweep. He swings the leg back. Flynn's not expecting to hit this takedown, but what he is expecting is that he's putting this guy in a dilemma, and his weight is all heavy on this foot now, on this leg. So he hits this one. Look where his eyes are, right? He's already looking for this leg. So as he goes to sweep this one, this arm comes down and grabs this leg because this is the target, and then he's going to drive. Boom, grabs the leg, and remember, this is why it's important to grip fight, guys. Is this grip that's established up here, right? He has this grip. He's going to weigh on that. So he goes, look how he weighs him down. He's got the overhook in place. All of his weight is just down and forward, right? All of his weight is this way and this and so his weight's down and his momentum's forward. And this guy's already buckling, right? He tries to stand back. He just drives him to the front. He can't keep him up. Drives him over. Establishes the takedown. Establishes mount. Good. And again, I mean, I want to hunt for submissions, but when you have points involved, sometimes it's hard to get the submissions. Like, sometimes it's best just take your time. I'm not condoning like getting up on points and winning, but what I am saying is you get up on points and you take your time, they're going to make mistakes, right? Because they need to get out. They need to start scoring points. They need to start rectifying the situation, and they're bound to make mistakes. And that's when submissions can start occurring. All right. Great match. Great job. Exciting. Flynn's son and daughter also did really well. I think they both took home bronze. There we go. Flynn. That guy's, thanking the Lord above that he got through that match. He did a good job. They both did a really good job. But I've rolled with Flynn many times. It's a grind fest. It's definitely, he to quote Chael Sonnen, he weaponizes pace, and it's a legitimate part of jiu-jitsu competition, right? And your cardio can be great, but you have the adrenaline going. It starts zapping you. There's points involved. You want to get out. All these things add up to make you more tired than you normally would be in a 5-minute round. I know Flynn does. I'm sure the other gentleman has done many 5-minute rounds in his life and isn't getting up being like, what was that? Like, why am I dead right now? Why am I so tired? I've been there too. It's just it's competing and the adrenaline dump that happens. If you hear that, that's my dog. All right. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. Reach out to me and I will be more than happy to review some of your rounds. That'd be quite fun. And yeah. All right. Thank you guys.